100 metres left to go, and here it comes, a finish and a half, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't you put your hands together for Trevor Williams on machine number H. Then back there in second spot to a brilliant rider, Anthony Gunter. Then number 0, Nev Cutts. And riding for the Clemnun All-Star Honda team, coming up in 4th position, is number 5, Jeffrey Lease. Ladies and gentlemen, now the major award as far as the senior boys are concerned, the King of the Cross for 1981. And we're going to go from 4th place up to 1st place. In 4th position with 33 points, let's hear it for Jeff Leask.
Well, Jeff, I want to say that you're an inspiration to any young rider. I think you're 16 and a half years of age, that you have made a tremendous contribution nationally as a junior rider. And to see you perform here so well, I think your number was number 5, if I remember correctly, and to watch the way in which you turned on an effort to run 4th in such a prestigious event, there is nothing but augurs well for you for the future, and I feel sure that everyone agrees with me what a fine young man we have here, what a fine contribution he makes to the support, and therefore to the sport, and therefore on behalf of Castrol, I present you with the 4th place for King of the Cross. Together, I had to make sure they weren't going to give this to me, but I said to them, surely there's a cheque, and there is, for $250 to go with the trophy.
Firstly, I'd just like to thank the Southern Cross Club for the tremendous effort into the track to get it right for this event, and they sure do take a lot of credit for today. I'd also like to thank the sponsors, Clemnun Honda, Pirelli tyres, ADV helmets, and Castrol as well. Thanks.
Good on you, Jeffrey.
Good on you.
Stay up here, Jeff. I think you should stay, Jeff. 3rd place today with 34 points, just 1 point ahead of Jeff, was the Manjimup boy, Nev Cutts. And ladies and gentlemen, whilst Neville comes up, there is an award for the very first West Australian home, which is put up by radio station 6am, and Neville, in addition, has won that, being the first West Australian home, so a really tremendous effort.
Well, Neville, I know apart from the Manjimup Club, and apart from Dave Evans, but everyone else here wants to congratulate you on a tremendous effort. I noticed that you couldn't fail to be successful. I noticed the camp with the flag flying over there in the background, and therefore Manjimup must have made a wonderful contribution. But therefore Castrol have presented the 3rd prize for King of the Cross. I feel sure that you will still make a great contribution in the future. I feel sure that everyone joins me in congratulating you on a great effort, and also together with a cheque for $500. And 6MD, 6am, it's at Northam. Is the radio station of Northam, and I think the manager of it is a Mr. Cousins somehow, and we've been enabled to get some sponsorship for them, and so they have, the radio 6am have made the best WA performance in the 1981 King of the Cross. Congratulations there too, a beautiful presentation.
Perfect. Thank you. I'd just like to thank the Southern Cross Club for holding a very good event today. I think that if more clubs had events like this throughout Western Australia and brought top riders from eastern states, it would be a lot better for everyone. I'd like to thank Castrol for this nice trophy, and 6am for the fine tray. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Muir's Honda and Honda Australia, Castrol, BP, Stadium Helmets, and I'd just like to thank everyone else for coming along today, making a very good event. Thank you.
Stay up the top. Don't just stay up the top so we can have a good look at you. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2nd place, and what an impression he has made on all of us here today, the national champion, Trevor Williams, with 47 points.
Well, first of all, I just like to thank Bob Cousins and all his mates, Dicko and all the rest of them for putting a really good show on. They've done so much work on the track, and it really is a credit to them. I'd also like to thank everybody for coming up and sort of making the day possible. And of course, I've got to thank my sponsors, Kawasaki, for supplying some really good bikes, Castrol for some good oil, Dunlop tyres, and the nylons I ride, which are Coho. So, and I'd also like to thank my mechanics, Kevin Doyle, Peter Marmot and Peter Doyle for doing a really great job. Thanks a lot.
Good on you, Trevor. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure this is a very popular victory. The King of the Cross for 1981 with 57 points, Anthony Gunter.
Well, I'd just like to thank Southern Cross Motorcycle Club and everyone that pitched in yesterday and rebuilt this track virtually. They've done a heap of work on it, otherwise water, I think. They've done a fantastic job and it worked really well. I'd like to thank Bob Cousins for doing so much work, as he always does, for this event and all his hangers-on. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Kawasaki Motors, for supplying the best bike. Nothing went near them today, as we've proved. I'd like to thank Dunlop Tyres, Castrol Oil, City Boots, Bell Helmets, Golden Breed and Q-Cola. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, what about 3 cheers for 4 great riders? Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Well, Mr. Brown, thanks so much indeed for giving us your time this afternoon, helping with the presentation of the awards.